And I would like to invite as a first presenter H.D. Hasita Jeevani, the lecturer, Department of Political Science, University of California. She presenting Development and Association Democracy in Rural Areas of Sri Lanka, a study based on Gram Nilgiri division in Ratnamura district of Sri Lanka. Hasita, you can start the presentation.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. My topic is Development and Associative Democracy in Rural Areas of Sri Lanka study based on Gramanilagari divisions in Ratnapura district of Sri Lanka. Grassroots level organization often play a vital role in the development process of democratic nations. Organization functions due to the collective efforts and alliance of a group of people, and it's not a property or asset that belongs merely to an individual. In this research, the focus is on understanding the relation between rural development and associative democracy, as well as the use of latter in the effective development process of rural communities. Background: several nations across the globe have begun to focus on rural development, especially countries such as India, Thailand, Vietnam, and Bangladesh. Within the introduction of the economic in the country, planning and implementation of rural development programs to initiate several medium and large scale development programs were started by the state. However, these programs were unable to reach the intended development goals effectively. Later on, research and observation by scholars indicated that rural development was largely determined by the functioning the and involvement of grassroots level organization. The present study conduct across the Gramanilagari divisions of Ratnapura district. My research problem is why local grassroots associations and organizations have become a central factor in the development of rural areas in Sri Lanka. Earlier, development was understood simply in terms of the economic progress of nations. Later on, development was viewed from holistic approach, which involved progress and change in the economic, cultural, political, environmental, and religious spheres of a country. In the present day, development is largely understood as the process of improving the quality of life of citizens in a country. Uh, Democracy, according to the Professor Uyang Goddard, democracy does not merely mean one thing, but it's multitude of things. It's a political philosophy, political theory, political anthropology, and a way of governance. French political scientist Alex de Tocqueville, in his book published on American democracy between 1835, spoke extensively on his observation while traveling across America. He noticed that the American people do not wait for their common needs to be fulfilled through the government, but turn to independent organization to find solution and to fulfill these needs. Tocqueville also observed that the people are ever ready to establish such organization in the absence of one. When we discuss about the link between development and associative democracy, democratic principles are upheld in both the development process and in the system of associate democracy. In order to achieve development goals, an associative democratic system is essential. The bottom-up approach that is facilitated through this system allows citizens to operate collectively from grassroots level and from organization to reach the development goals. My research area, 5 Gramanilagari division belongs to the Ratnapura, Nilithigala and Kuruita divisional secretariat divisions in the Ratnapura district. There were several reasons for choosing the above location for this study. These areas follow a traditional rural lifestyles in terms of their day-to-day functioning. The social, economic and cultural diversities in these locations, relative differences in ethnic diversity as well as literacy level. Based on these factors, the present study attempt to assess the role of associative democracy on rural development in these areas. For the sample of the study, 100 participants belongs to the 5 Grama divisions were selected. Males, females, individuals from different ethnicities, religious background, literacy level were included. Political representatives, Grama officers, development officers, citizens and members of grassroots level organization and association were included in this sample. When I talk about my research methodology, I usually primary and secondary data. Primary data was collected through unstructured interviews and participatory observation. Questionnaires also collect responses from the participants. Secondary data, books, academic journals and articles were used as the secondary data. There was sustainable diversity across the selected Brahmanadari division. According to the diagram, the majority of population in the Brahmanadari divisions are Sinhalese. Apart from this, there is a considerable number of Sri Lankan Tamils, Indian Tamils, Muslims and Burghers residing in these areas. All of these communities were found to be living in a socially integrated manner. This population, when I talk about population by ethnicity across the Brahmanadari division, the main, with regard to the religious diversity across the selected Brahmanadari division, 86% of selected location was Sinhala Buddhist. The main source of livelihood for most families living in these areas are through gem mining. However, there are also residents working across tea and rubber plantation. Some residents have also taken up low-key personal business such as selling vegetables, tailoring, hair cutting, selling clothes and homemade local sweets and packing product to earn an income. When I go to my findings, the functioning and relevance of development with associative democracy understood through this research is a follow. First one, within the Grama division, several groups of like-minded people have collaborated to form organization and association to achieve a common goal. The following, this table is a list of such grassroots level organization and association present in the selected locations. Relevance of grassroots level organization and association is facilitating and achieving rural development. In order to ensure effective rural development, residents in these areas are actively included in the process through this organization and association. In all 5 Brahmanadari divisions, the shortcomings in the area are discussed through a monthly meeting across these organizations, and the residents are informed of key points to empower and include them into a proposed process of development. Especially members of these organizations are responsible for ensuring the balanced participation for residents in achieving the proposed goal. In the Columbugama Grama division, the local politicians informed the relevant Pradeshiya Sabha to reconstruct the entry road to the area concrete. However, since this did not happen in due time, gem businessmen living in this area with the collective effort of other residents were able to construct a 500 meters long concrete road at the entry point of the village. These examples highlight that during such instances where the state authorities fail to fulfill its duties towards citizens, members of rural communities collaboratively overcome the shortcoming and achieve development despite their own challenges. A gender inclusive approach in the rural development programs in all 5 Grama divisions, males and females were empowered to participate in development programs implemented by these organizations and associations. Fourth one is grassroots level organization and associative democracy as a catalyst for political participation. For example, in the 2018 local government election, members from the Taruna Sevana organization of a Samakipura Grama division in the Ratnapura divisional secretariat division who had contested received the collective support from members from all ethnic groups. However, a different situation was observed in the Tiruvannamalai Grama division, where during the local government election, members from the Sinhala, Tamil and Muslims community who had contested for the election received support based on their ethnicity. In project that issues related to the ethnic differences emerging through rural development programs and the influence of these on associative democracy. In project that target the progress of a particular ethnic group, such as maintains and constructing place of worship, minority communities often do not show an enthusiasm to integrate with the majority community in order to uphold each other's sense of cultural identity. For example, in the Dolossala Grama division in the Taruna Ekamuttuva Samiti, they are the youth members from the Sinhalese as well as the Indian Tamil communities. There are large-scale tea plantation in Dolossala, and even through the Tamil communities have their place of worship. The Sinhalese community does not have one. It was found that when a proposal was brought forth to construct a Buddhist shrine for this Sinhalese community, the Tamil community did not show much interest to take part in the initiative. 3% of the respondents of the present study belong to the Tamil community felt that in matter related to places of worship, the concerned community should undertake a project whilst members of all ethnicities, irrespective of their differences, could make a collective effort for projects that benefit the development of the whole community. The influence of ethnic differences on associative democracy can be understood as discussed above. Influence of the local political leaders on development programs. In this Ratnapura district area, most of the political leaders not allowed to these development progress in order to improve certain infrastructure facilities in rural areas. Organization officers are required to obtain permission from the relevant Pradeshia Sabhas and local politicians. However, it was found that most of these local political leaders sabotage such attempt intentionally. 74% of the respondents reported that grassroots level organization and local politicians in such areas do not maintain a cordial relationship with each other. The involvement of grassroots level organization and association in the rural development process is considered to have negative impact on the political activities of local politicians. As a result, organization face a challenge from the local political leaders when proposing development programs. When I come to my conclusion, the present study indicates that there is a close link between rural development and associative democracy. Across the selected Grama-Niladhari divisions of Ratnapura district, there was a strong contribution and influence from grassroots level organization and association in the overall rural development. The overall finding of the study revealed that rural development in the selected Grama-Niladhari divisions of Dolosala, Kolombugamuwa, Thiruvanakettiya, Samagipura and Teppanava is largely facilitated and implemented through the projects and initiatives undertaken by the local grassroots level organization and association. There are some research limitation I faced. The present study could not assess the link between associative democracy and rural development across all Grama-Niladhari division of the Ratnapura district. The study was limited to 5 areas. The present study did not take into account all development programs and initiatives implemented in these 5 Grama-Niladhari division. The focus on a few initiatives is considered a shortcoming of this study. Thank you, everyone. Have any questions about my presentation?
Thank you, Hasita, for your presentation. Dr. Ajit, you can make a comment for her.
Yeah, thank you. And then the organizers, and then even the Hasita, you did a very kind of the necessary to have this sort of democratic practices in the grassroots level in Sri Lanka. Then you took Ratnapura district and then selected 5 GSD, the Grama Seva Niladhari divisions, right?
Yes.
And then I would like to, while I'm making comments on this, and then would like to ask what interests you to select these 5 GS.
Mainly, there were several reasons for choosing the above location for this study. One is there are follower traditional rural lifestyles in terms of their day-to-day functioning, and also these for GS divisions, most of the development programs conducted by this organization is a civil society actively participation for the development programs. Most of the politicians when go to their place GS divisions and they said we are doing like this, we are try to do this, but even whatever the civil society said that they have no any programs or development conducting by the politicians. That is the main reasons, doctor, I choose this area.
Okay, thank you, Hasina. And then actually, that is very interesting to see that even if you can go further to expand this research into the district, it's much better. And also, even in other districts, because the Ratnapura district in Sabaragamu province, there are two districts in that province. And then I think, as you mentioned, that village population, they are much they are locating in a rural area where plantations and then other agrarian sector activities and cottage industries are located, right? Then I think what you said is that this associative democracies is kind of community level or the grassroots level participation. Then, as you mentioned, then women, how was the role of women in those selected GS division in the democratic participation?
Women's are mostly not the women is the private sphere, men is the public sphere. Normal interaction is totally different from this GS division, sir, because all the women's actively participation for the organization and association, and they give their contribution for the development programs.
Yeah. Okay. Then thank you again, and then we wish you to continue this sort of studies further. And then yes, let's move to the next presenter, right?
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you so much for your valuable comments.
Thank you, Hasita. And